Drug abuse is becoming a very serious situation in our community today. What is drug abuse? Drug abuse is the act of taking excess drug or unprescribed drugs. This used to have damages on our body. I don't really want to talk about that. That's why I have a couple of my friends that come to join me today. Let's talk about this. My name is Biza and I welcome you to Top Chat. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Okay, so we've all heard the topic today. It's drug abuse. It's a serious issue in the community today. So I feel like there's no best place or best time to say every day is nice, every day is good, every day is a perfect time to come on, because it's a growing issue in our society. And as my friends, I brought you guys here to help me tackle these problems together. First of all, why drug abuse? I feel like every now and then we get cases of mental disorder. We get different cases rising from this same situation, and it's growing among the youth. So I'll start with you, Jay. What do you think?
For me, I would think some of the causes actually comes from escape. Someone may be going through something like hardship, an unsuccessful life, certain things, family trauma, family problem, and they just want to escape from it. So they actually start taking drugs because normally when you take it, I don't know how to say it, but you just go off. Yes, you go off. When it's actually finished, you come back to your real self, then you will just want to go back to that state just because you want to escape from certain things. So for me, I think that's actually one of the causes that we have.
It's a lady before gentlemen, so we'll start with. I'll not speak about other ladies now. Gentlemen, let's go to the gentleman. Kelsey, what do you think?
I think in our society where we find ourselves now, the most common cause of drug abuse is peer pressure. Yeah. I mean, you want to do what your friends are doing. You want to enter the nightclubs and then you want to smoke all the shishas that everybody is smoking. You don't really know what is inside the content. You just want to feel among. So people will say they do it for fun, but not knowing actually it's harmful. So peer pressure is a top cause of drug abuse. We talk of peer pressure, then we can now start talking of depression. People go to drugs because of depression. A depressed person, when he has no one to talk to, you see, tends to drop to more.
Tends to drug as an alternative.
But for me, I feel like peer pressure is just like 20% of it. Because if you're actually a young girl or a young guy growing up, you get spoiled because you want to be spoiled, not because of peer pressure.
I think peer pressure.
You see what your friends do. Wait. You see what your friends do. You must not do them. If you're actually a good guy or a good girl, you will not do them. Growing up as a kid, there are certain things that I saw my own friends doing, but I just had to hang out and sit one side. If you're actually a good child, peer pressure will not.
Have you ever worn a dress because a friend you saw it in a friend?
There are times that
Have you ever worn
Wait.
I just want to find out. Let's find out. Yes or no? It's a simple yes or no.
Why is still hot? This one is different.
No. I just want to yes or no.
Yes or no.
Yes or no.
Don't use a friend here.
Let's hear what boys have to say about this.
Me, about this, if it's in my opinion, I feel like people just want to experiment, just to see that, okay, I've been hearing, how does it feel? And
How does it taste?
And then when they do it, the feeling gets them, they're like, oh,
It's good.
it's good.
People love to get high. Like you said, it's kind of an escape road for depression nowadays. And some people used to think like when they say drug abuse, it's like taking excess of anything is a drug. But when I get to study about drug abuse, I like taking the wrong drug is actually drug abuse.
Yes.
And many people don't know that.
Even is
Yes, taking the wrong drugs is actually drug
It's
abuse.
drug abuse.
Like if you go to the pharmacy and you don't, in fact, most of us in our home, all of us here are guilty. I will not say we are all guilty of this particular crime. All of us are guilty. We are self-medications is very common among us. Like all of us here, I can testify that we have taken drugs when we are not feeling fine because we feel like
Okay,
we
that-
know that this is going to help us. And at times the thing doesn't help. Because we are at a certain point we have taken these drugs until it is affecting us. Like it does no longer, they used to say if you take a particular drug too much, it does not work for you. Like your body, the disease becomes immune
I
to
think
it.
I think for that one is common with children because there are times that when I was small, I'm like, "Mommy, give me something is not paining me." I'm like, "Mommy, it's in the worry me." My mom would just want to give me drugs just for me to just have that mentality that okay, I'm taking it, it's going to work. And you play, and that thing plays with your psychology.
You
She
actually
will
a
just
good
give
child.
you.
You're not a good child.
She will just give you.
We always had fight. I started fighting with my mom when I was so small and it was drugs. Anything drug, we fight. It does not come easy.
My mom will be like, take this one, take this one. I say, Mommy, do want medicine. You know medicine pass me. So I think it's common when we were kids and now it's not that much. Except people who just take it just to intoxify themselves or do certain things like it's really common when we were kids. Because at times even I use those settings I use those type of situations to convince my kid once like, okay, your leg is paining, I'll just go inside and get a tip. I don't know what the tip is all about. I just rub it. Is it okay? And then, and the child will be like, it's okay. So it's very
basically
common.
like a mindset.
Yes, it's basically.
Name with their mindset.
Yes.
I hope they are watching it. So they should know what Auntie's doing to them.
No, they will not know.
Auntie Jane has been
Auntie Jane has been those things don't wrong. People should not take it again from Auntie Jane. So another aspect he spoke about was peer pressure. Like a lot of our friends influence us to do one or two things. It may be good, it may be bad, but in this case it's drug abuse. We have a lot of friends who take drugs. We don't try to stop them. And if you don't try to stop something, they think overcomes you if you're not powerful enough. So this is where the peer pressure comes in. We have a lot of, like if you go to where people are taking drugs, like let us say particular drugs like say cocaine and all the likes, if you get to that point, you see the group, this particular age group having it. So do you see like this is concern? Like should we be concerned about the people, our brothers, our sisters, our friends work with? Is it a call of concern?
Yeah, I mean, it's a call for concern because I remember when we were campaigning talking about drug in a certain school, we had reactions from children from one. The child told us that they live in an environment where everybody thinks and telling that it's normal, no storm and harm. Nothing is bad there. Not only the child, the whole class they were citing giving us experience that we have people. So this is where the pressure comes in. This is where the peer pressure.
So the environment
So the environment and because it's a child, you can easily work on his mentality.
Most of us are living in the ghetto is common. When I say the ghetto, those places where things go anyhow, like we self-implement our own laws. That's what we call the ghetto. Like the ghetto is that kind of a place. What can you call the ghetto? No need to explain.
Nah,
No ghetto. This one is so ghetto
Some of
children.
us grew up there. I mean, look at my face. Look at my face.
And now we look at our lives, and some of us were lucky enough. I don't want to say we were smart. We were just lucky enough that we didn't follow this footstep, and we've seen the effect this drug this drug abuse has had on people. I will just personally, I've seen people grow mad. I don't know about you guys. I know everybody here has personal experience. I've seen people who run mad because of drug abuse.
Yeah,
Basic.
somebody combos. That is true.
There's this particular drug. It's tramadol. So this drug normally it's taken to ease pain. like really chronic pain.
Yeah.
So guys now take these drugs and they use these drugs excessive.
Not for pain, but
Not for pain, but now they just want to feel high.
Feel
What
like
They want to
are you using
feel-
for?
They say they feel like
Yeah.
the most high. They just want to celebrating Bob Marley Day. Bob Marley Day. And most people forget about what the legend did.
what he was preaching.
What he was preaching. Some of them took out that day to abuse drug instead and feel like that is the only
they
part
were
of his
focusing
life.
more on what he was doing than what he was saying.
Yeah,
Yes.
the ganja part of his life. No ganja things like that.
So, what are the effects? So, to you, that's my personal experience to the effect.
For me, I feel it caused it when you actually intensify yourself with all those drugs. You can die in the process of it. And from the process of that, after the death, it actually slows the development of the country because most of our youth who are actually supposed to be hard working, so the working population, they tend to take drugs more and some of them die. Some of them like madness, run mad, other situations. Yes, so it actually reduced the
The working
The life
population.
the working population,
The life expectancy of-
it brings the country
They are
backward.
slowing the growth.
Yeah. Slowing the growth of the country. That's it. Did I say it right?
Yeah, that's true.
Slows the growth of the
Country
country.
can be like that.
I just feel like, in my mind, I just feel like you have something very, 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 very pertinent
Like
to
when you
talk
tell
about.
us what you
And
are.
I'm all ears.
Oh, for me, I feel like it plays more on your health because you start hearing about cancer, you start hearing about damaged liver, you start hearing about the collapsed lung. So I think it plays on your health as well. Yeah, you start getting problems in your brain, the nervous system. In fact, things start to shut down in the system. Your health system, yes, things just start to shut down. So I feel like, drug abuse has a very big effect.
And most people don't know drug abuse took abuse taking in excess alcohol. Excess alcohol is a drug, and taking it in excess is drug abuse. And that's what actually the most common drug abuse. Because she is talking about health. When you take excess alcohol, you
take
are.
alcohol.
I do.
You take it.
Yeah.
Oh, one of them.
Not the excess. I'm not saying, we are not saying taking alcohol is
You are
bad.
one of them.
We are saying taking it in excess is bad. Okay, so okay, I just thought of something.
Have you ever?
Do you know?
Tell us.
They used to say taking everything in excess is bad. Excess sugar is bad. Excess. Why is excess love not bad? Why is excess religion? not
Because
bad?
it's love. it's bad at a certain stage. When the love is not
Okay. Do you mean excess religion too is bad?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Excess love for
religion is the opium
Oh,
of the
we'll just keep that for
masses.
another day.
Like a quote.
We'll keep that for another day. But like I said, excess alcohol damages liver, the kidney. So we should mind the way we take things, especially alcohol in excess. Cassidy, any effect?
Yeah, in terms of violence, drug abuse is one of the main causes of violence because once you start consuming substance, you are no longer yourself, and you tend to do things that are abnormal. If you look at our society today, when you look at cases where you have people being slaughtered and the rest, you realize that the perpetrators of this act don't really, when they are conscious, they need to take something that puts them at a higher level.
They always blame it on the difficult.
Yeah, they always do because a normal human being like you and I, you can't just get a knife and then you put somebody down and you chop the person.
When you're in your subconscious.
Actually, you are taking something that will remove you from that conscious self and then put you in another level that can carry on all these activities. So when we are talking about violence, gender-based violence, we look at the words, and then you see that drug plays a role in that particular aspect.
Okay, big question. Between boys and girls, who do drug abuse more? We are now 50-50. We are like,
The guys.
the guys.
The guys.
question.
Big question. 50-50. Or not 50-50 on this table. There are two boys. I will say the girls because
No, the guys.
because I'm a boy. Not because I hate women or not because. But I'm saying the girls.
Stop, let me talk.
I'm saying the girls.
Stop.
Because if I you guys push us to it. Even if we are the cause, if we hold a majority, you guys push us. You always have problems. You have problems. You bring your family issues. You have if I from your personal from your undies to whatever you bring it on us.
Oh.
Making us and we find drug as our comfort zone.
What a lie.
I'm not lying.
What a lie.
Well, am I saying the truth? Please support me, please.
Can we talk now?
Somehow, yes.
Support right. though.
Support is
Support
right.
is right.
Don't support because you are a
Because you're a
Somehow,
guy.
yes.
Support is right.
I would say somehow yes, somehow no.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's two ways to this.
That's the two ways to it. For me, guys are into more drug. Because this is first of all, when you look at the man, the responsibility that the man carries. If you go to prisons today and you get the statistics of how many people are in prison because of and all of this is because of to him, like I would say to him.
It's not a big job.
So when you get to a point where the men cannot control themselves, I mean for those who go into depression, get to this.
Do you also know that there are women that do take on responsibility when they get to be depressed and start taking drugs?
Not as much as them.
Wait, let me talk now. Because it's as if they are using the men now to make us feel as if we are
In fact,
the Sodom and Gomorrah. That we are not.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry
They
to
are-
this, but I cannot really back you.
Even you!
Finally, somebody is on my side.
No, the two of you will not be against me. I will back myself.
Okay.
There are women
Finish.
who get married.
Yeah.
They have responsibility like children, like they get married, they give birth to 3 kids. Their husband will leave them. They have to be a single mom. There are people that are actually single mom. Why they don't do it as the same way as the guys? Are they not baby daddies?
How many, apart from those two children, how many other responsibilities?
He has to provide for them.
Just those two. No, we're talking
The
about
same
Yes.
thing as
You
a
are-
man. A man
you are
has to
saying-
provide and cater for
we are talking about a man who probably is the firstborn or is the only responsible person in the
You know,
family.
but this thing, there are two ways to
Children.
this. There are two ways to
And
this.
other family people to take care of.
There are two ways to
I
this.
think-
I
I think
personally
you should
agree.
use-
I agree that there are women that take drugs because their responsibilities are too heavy on them. But I can say the ratio is like, how can I put it? Like 300.
Like because the men are not reasonable enough. And
Let's just
the
say
women, they just go and
the
start
ratio
taking-
women
I'm beginning to think you're a
it's like
feminist.
3 to
I'm
10.
not a feminist, but the
You
women
say you're
are a
feminist.
little bit reasonable.
You know, in our context,
Men are just so I don't know if they are weak or they are what, they just go and
Men are weak with all the problems you give us.
which
But you
problem?
have to face
Which
men
problem?
men are
Men actually
emotionally
get
weak.
they are
Yes.
emotionally weak when they
Compared
come
to
certain
women.
things. Yeah.
Yes.
Women are actually struggling.
And
Women are very strong.
So-
And that's why it's easy for you.
That is why it's easy
suicide
for
because
the
of
men to
love.
fall into depression.
Yes.
Easy and start taking drugs.
Yeah.
So
We
women
fall
are
into depression not because of love, because of
When a woman
hardship,
stress. Yes.
stress,
when
not
a
because
woman
of love.
choose to take
When I say emotionally
responsibility,
stable, I'm not talking necessarily.
when a
about-
woman now
Okay.
I'm talking about being emotionally stable and how can I put it? Do I say mentally stable?
when a
Yeah.
woman choose to take certain responsibilities, like she's actually that strong because she knows that she has been hurt by certain things, certain situations, like she's actually that strong to take on those responsibilities. But when a man chooses to take it laxity, and if everything is not going well, the man actually starts taking drugs.
not every man.
It's just because the men are weak. I don't want to be a
The men are not weak.
I don't
Please stop
want to be
using
a
that. Please stop using that statement. The men are not weak. The men are not weak. That's why we are weak.
That's why they need the
Okay, let's go.
So if the men are weak, so why don't people carry the responsibility of men?
You said
Okay,
you are not going
let's
to
vote.
support it.
Let's vote. If you know the men are weak, hands up. If you know the men are weak, hands up. If you know that's not true, hands up. The other hand was spinning. So
That's a lie. When the hand was paining, but I can carry up the cup. Are you serious?
Seriously.
He's abusing the drug.
I'm using the drinking.
So now, what is the way forward? We know these problems. We know their effects. We know the causes. What's the way forward?
So, people who take drugs because of depression, in my opinion, I feel like if you're depressed, you should try to talk to somebody if you feel very comfortable with. Or you look for a hobby that's a healthy hobby or a productive hobby that can take your mind off whatever is disturbing you. I feel like that should help.
Okay. So we can maybe start, maybe he or she can start singing, dancing, just going out, doing something creative, doing
So
something.
what happens at midnight when he or she now is saying, no more singing?
That's the thing.
We have
Because-
certain guys
because
who
that's
can
sometimes
be-
they-
Yeah,
they should be
be on TikTok.
Be on TikTok.
TikTok. Hey.
Why depression to me is very deadly is because it isolates you.
Okay.
It isolates you. Like that moment when you are alone.
I feel like you should be in crowd, like let me not say crowded
When you are
places,
crowded, but
with people who you feel very familiar with, who you feel very comfortable.
no.
I feel like those people should always be around you because depression truly is deadly.
Yeah.
It's
If,
very
100%.
For me, if you are alone, you should talk to someone.
If you come,
If you keep
call
people
people,
trying to call anything.
The first thing is getting some social support and everything. In fact, it's like getting someone to talk to.
yes,
You know,
that's a
to
problem.
express yourself, to tell the person how you feel. It could be a specialist.
Yes, it could be a special coach.
There are counselors out there.
Counselors,
There are health personnel, a lot of health personnel out there that we use also.
If you need them, just contact me. I have something. But I'm not depressed.
No, yeah, that's actually making people depressed. I can see you're not depressed. That is contact you.
I'm not
How will you relate to
Me
them?
telling you
Yeah.
that I have some
How will you relate
contacts.
to them? You're not
Me telling you
depressed.
guys that I have some contacts, so I'm just letting you know that I'm not depressed. The fact that I have those contacts, they're actually my friends.
That explains.
Okay.
So any solutions for us?
Now, this is where organizations like the Yanou Foundation comes in. Yeah, Yanou Foundation has a program
Advertisement.
that is all about drug-free schools and community. What is drug-free schools and community? They go beyond the aspect of sensitization. They move into schools, move into communities to sensitize the people on issues related to drugs. And they don't only end at sensitization. When they sensitize you, if you want to put addiction, you approach them. They bring you to other detoxification and rehabilitation centers that will help you out within a short period of time to detoxify you, then to rehabilitate you.
Okay.
During this process, they teach you different things. You get to talk to different people, you get to interact with different people. And at the end of it all, they make sure that before leaving that place, you are empowered as capacity building. Because it's just like in the case where the prostitute goes to church, the pastor delivers the prostitute, and then you don't empower the prostitute. Definitely, that prostitute will go back into prostitution because you are empowered.
Because it's no other source. They don't see another source of
Just
life.
another way of
So the end point of what they do is at the end of the day, they empower them so that they can go back into the new life, into the new beginning, and then you tell the story to others. So this is the solution that they have brought forward and they are working on.
So Mike, Yanou, how can we reach them? Like, are they everywhere? Do we have this? And for just, God, I will make sure I give the description. I'll put their address on the description so you can check them out. If you have similar problems, you should check the description. They will tell them. If you're just watching, you just want to watch and pass, like how do somebody that does just happen to pass by this video, how does the person
Okay,
get
so
you?
Yanou, our office is located opposite Akoba Clinic, up at GRA Bodo. You can as well contact the number on the screen if you want to get to them. If you have an issue related to not only drug but addiction, you get to them, they'll give you possible solutions that will help you. Because this is what we do, it is part of their lifestyle.
Okay. I'm happy to know that there are organizations like that. Jane, you have something to say.
Yes, I really do have something to say, and I've been waiting for this. I think for me, they should intensify the legislation laws and drugs. Because now at times people go when they catch you taking drugs, you go to the prison. At times you play like if you have money, if you're financially stable, you play over it and let you go. I think the government should intensify.
I think there are laws for that. That's corruption though. Because normally I feel like there are laws that used to sanction people for drugs.
Yes.
Or are you saying these laws are not strong enough that is actually cripples the activity?
They are actually strong, but now people use finance to pay over it.
That's corruption.
That's corruption. That's
And even if you don't use finance, now when you sanction these people, what happens?
What happens?
Is sanction the only solution?
Because you just punish them and you give them more reasons.
It's just like the student is taking drugs in school and then you dismiss the student. Is that the solution?
You've not done it.
You just made it.
Yeah,
worse.
you've
Just given enough time to go and take more drugs.
Because you're like, after all.
I hope the schools out there are listening.
When you're being caught taking drugs, I think when you go to the prison and you're doing things, you should have a therapy section. Is it a therapy session?
There's a therapy. You can go see a therapist.
You go through detoxification.
Yeah. It's a long process. But trust me, it is. You can go through it, and
I think it also needs the support of your family.
Exactly.
Yeah. You need to be connected to them. They need to help you. They need to be close to you so that you can easily open up to them and you can easily help you too. So families, please be close to your loved ones. Always check up on them. At times, people do that because of loneliness. Are you sure? People do that because of loneliness. So please, families, you need to have the strong bond and relationship with one another. You should always check up on one another.
Like, you see, this is my sister here. I always check up on her. I don't think it's big or too small for a problem. Yes. No matter how.
A simple how are you?
Yeah.
A very simple.
And I also think that this thing goes when you look at it also in aspect of spirituality. To stop addiction. It's not all about fighting physically.
Fighting spiritual.
It's really the spiritual. You need to have someone you can school or pastor, someone you can talk to that can pray for you. Because we have people that by their own strength they are trying their best to get to
Especially
so it's deeply spiritual because it becomes a part of life. Like when you start, you don't.
There's no way
it's
to
really part of you.
That's actually one of the effects of
So
it
you can
because it becomes so addictive that even you can control it. And even when you try living it, you end up falling sick.
That's when you want to treat them or you detoxify them, you don't just stop giving them. You start giving them small,
Really? I feel like they just stop it completely.
No, stopping it. I personally, stopping it completely
can cause harm
to the person. So it's gradual. And the person, how can I put it? You know, I cannot take a horse. You can take a horse to the stream, but you cannot force it to drink water. Yeah. So I think the person too should be able to support whoever is helping him or her. Yeah. The person has to put it mentally that okay, it's like that. I am ready. Stop. Yes. And from there, when you see it, you're like, no, I don't want it today. Like, let's just see. Maybe I can give myself 5 days. Let me try to go without it for 5 days. Yes. After that, you keep pushing the limit. Let me try to go without it for a week, for a month.
The person was taking
a few months.
I know people who leave drugs and after like 2 years and they get back to it.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a continuous process. There's no time you say you have completely healed from this addiction.
No, you just need to keep working
on it.
That's where now it's spiritual.
There are people who smooth, like there are people that cannot control their own. I had this situation when I was in Form 5. I was sending my auntie's back. There was one man who smokes a lot. He became addicted to it until he never wanted to stop. He wanted to stop smoking. So someone prescribed him a medicine, and just because he wanted to stop smoking, he did not take the medicine to his house. He gave us the truck. Every day when he comes to the bar, we mix it. It was something something like that. We mix it and give him. we gave him to a certain extent, and he was like, my eating person will be stop and he'll make me go my blood. Like there are some people that they can't control it. You don't know if the person was
And
transmitted,
that
but
becomes-
they want to
it comes to the
they
level
want
now
to
of
stop, but they can't control it.
comes to the level now of him saying it. Maybe
Because he
spiritual
knew
assistance.
the danger of it. He knew it. That's why he looked.
It's even written on the box,
Well,
on every tobacco box, it's written there.
Written
It
there.
kills. Like it is,
Kills, like
it is
smoking
clearly written there. That's the most bold statement on that box.
I mean, have you smoked before?
I see the box coming.
Person.
I can't just.
Oh,
it's
have you
not
smoked
box,
before?
No.
Why do you say no?
No, I've
People will
smoked.
always be like,
I've
no.
smoked paper.
Yes.
I've smoked right plantain leaf and I've smoked paper.
Yeah.
In my house, when you have sore throat, they always say, okay, go and smoke dry plantain leaf.
Oh wow.
Yes. So they
Like,
have
wow.
never tasted cigarette. That one.
And we have to know that some of these things too is embedded in our culture. Like we're just talking about the Bob Marley
It's
kind
Jamaican.
of Jamaica.
Yes.
Like to
It's part of
them,
their
it's
culture.
part of their culture, getting high, and sometimes they don't understand how this thing gets to their brains and affect them. They used to say if you take it, it triggers the positive side of you. What if you can't trigger the negative side of you? That's
Wait,
what
what are the
that's
positive sides? I don't know.
no, people used to take it. Let's not discard the fact that people used to take it to boost their
Yes,
se-
so-
most musicians.
to
I won't
boost their
mention them.
confidence.
If you go to most musicians' social media, you see them taking it, and these are responsible people that millions of people look up to. So they are showing a way they think is right, but that to me, I don't feel like taking drugs like that in the open is really good.
And everything we're saying starts from upbringing. How a child is brought up, the house goes in, the way they nurture the child, the way they educate the child. That's the aspect of we talk about now, positive parenting. Yes, depending on where you come. The child comes from a home where he has been put on track, well brought up, well structured. The child will always have the means to fight against all these things. He will always have the means that when he sees peer pressure coming, he knows that my father taught me this, my mom taught me this, so we can avoid it in this way, or I can do this.
That's what I was
So
saying.
it goes back to the house, how we bring up the child. And it's rather unfortunate that we are in a generation where the fear is we might not have such parents anymore.
Very
Yes,
true.
very true.
When our parents are actually the one abusing the drugs, what are they going to pass on?
That's right.
I mean, even let's look at the context of us, the youth now. That's why we're driven by the anti-drug committee. 60% of youth population consuming drugs, 20 to 25. Look at the next generation of fathers coming up from this youth, or if they pass them.
Drug abuse syndrome. We'll
So
have to form the drug abuse syndrome. You'll be in the DNA.
So you see, it's just more than creating awareness and sensitization. It also goes between creating a platform where you can teach fathers, where you can train fathers.
And mothers.
And
too.
mothers.
Mothers.
Yeah.
No,
They say if you educate the woman, you educate the nation. That's what they say. Like fathers are under a woman, you just go out.
But the influence the father has in the life of the
That's
child
right.
is always much more. It's always at a higher level. Because when we look at mother, we look at someone that is very understanding, very caring. If your mom says don't put it here.
Yes, that's because you feel the
Yes,
laxity.
you will put it. Definitely, because when she comes, she's just talking with your dad. Say don't put it here.
The dads are always known as a disciplinarian, as you said.
Yeah. So I mean, this is the context we are looking at. And coming from a generation where you look at like the day you said about money, you see that the youth between this age group promoting smoking. So,
But what's it even on social media?
in the nearest future, who are going to have these fathers?
Okay.
So it calls not just for a sensitization on drug abuse, but other methods where you can train people on positive parenting. You can make these young boys know that you are a father. Yeah, so today you're young, but tomorrow
You'll be a father.
you need to start making an example early life so that you can pass it on to the next generation.
And
If
even the
not-
current parents,
Yes.
they need to start teaching their children.
If not, I bet you when
Yes,
our parents
yes.
are all gone, our own generation will down.
It'll be fun.
I pray not though. I pray not. I want to have children that I can be proud of.
Yeah.
That's the wish of every father. That's the wish of every father. It was an interesting talk. And I think we have all learned a lot from each other. And I hope the viewers too did. So guys, my advice or my own personal opinion is just learn how to have a free mind. Be open. Be open to everything. Be open to advice. Be open to learning. Use social media rightly. Because sometimes we don't know where you guys, your environment may be safe, but what you learn from social media matters. So let's learn how to live right in the society. Like I said, the organization that we spoke about will be listed in the description box, so you go check them out. If you have similar problems, you are not a bad person. You just have a problem that can be fixed. So
That can be said.
reach out to them, reach out to anybody. There are guidance counselors everywhere. It's a step-by-step process, but you can do it. You can get a bright life for yourself and for your children. Thank you very much for watching. Please tell us what you think in the comment section. And do have a blessed time. Hey, we don't finish. Mamma mia.
And guys are always be like, what topic do you like us to talk about?
Okay, that's what
They can suggest like those things people can want us to talk
By
about.
episode 2, episode 3. Now, mistake that one don't go for episode 2, no, episode 3 will carry over.
Yes.
Now, so they do carry over.